Am I late? TLDR, Cinnpie made sexual advances and did sexual things with a 14-year-old when she was 24, and here's why. So I'm gonna take this, actually, I made a channel for this, and I'm just gonna link it all the way down in stream links. Anyways, now that we read that, like, this might make more sense. There they go, off together. All right, so now we got the new Cinnpie response. After almost a year, May, June, Puppeh's response was on July 1st, okay. Okay, so almost a year, right? I have never in my life raped anyone. I'm not a file. I have never forced another person to be in a sexual or romantic relationship with me anyway. I have never consented to or asked anyone to wait until I'm blackout drunk, vomiting, and unconscious to put their body parts anywhere inside of me or on me in any way with any of the people that ever have throughout my life, including 2016. Especially not with the nearly 40-year-old man who lures groups of young competitors in just to drug a woman with his alcohol, carry her away in front of them to sexually abuse her, then leave her alone in the condition to pass out around a group of men. I was an irresponsible, inappropriate, and immature 23-year-old in 2016, but through therapy, I can now decisively say that doesn't mean I deserved any of it. My lawyer has invited me to share details or names outside of the courtroom for legality purposes. All witnesses and evidence will remain private. I hope that any young woman or person reading this will reconsider living recklessly and drowning their trauma in alcoholism or addiction, not just within the smash scene and the wider fighting game community, but everywhere. Preventing others from experiencing any of what I have is all that matters anymore. I realize there's people out there like me who have been sexually abused as children and young adults who are living with events that may have caused them to develop mental disorders such as suicidal ideation. Don't give up. Don't try to mask your trauma with alcohol or drugs. It will wind up in dangerous situations. No one will protect you and bad things will happen to you. Go to psychologytoday.com and search for a therapist who takes your insurance. If you don't have any and can't afford it, go to healthcare.gov and apply for free Medicaid. Then, for the good of yourself and everybody around you, get therapy. Life isn't easy for everyone. I'm going to continue my own therapy and I'm going to continue living because I am alive. Stop telling me to off myself. I finally decided not to because I'm going to try to help people like me. Okay, let's go back. I'm gonna go back a little bit and then we'll read that. Literally nothing to do with the actual problem. Yeah, because I remember this. Nobody cared about Cinnpie until this. I mean, 60,000 likes, 13k retweets, bruh, like that's insane. Okay, so I'm gonna go over actually what we just read. I've never in my life anyone. I'm not a pedophile. I've never forced another person to be in a sexual or romantic relationship with me in any way, which obviously conflicts with what Puppeh said. Let's see, we spent every week together and we did sexual things we would do to make me start to develop pretty strong feelings for her. That was one of the many times I had a sexual experience with her, but there was 3 or 4 times it happened. And he, he or she says it never happened. So I have never consented to or asked anyone to wait until I'm blacked out to do stuff with me. So I think she's talking about Cinnpie, who was drunk at the time, ran after me and tackled me onto the ground and they made out. Especially not with the nearly 40-year-old man who lures groups of young competitors. And how old is Sky Williams? Is she talking about Sky? Oh no. Who is she talking about? Who is the 40-year-old man who lures groups of young competitors in just to drug a woman? This is like a well, she's deflecting, yeah, and also it sounds like there's another allegation that she's hinting at here. She was irresponsible, inappropriate, and immature for 23 in 2016. She might have been 23 or 24. Let's see. Cinnpie birthday. 1991. Oh my gosh. Anyways, this isn't wrong at all. Nothing. She's speaking after, like, what you see my cursor right here, the blue thing. This is like spitting facts, but like it's not wrong with this. Now, I don't think any of us here disagree with it, but it's not relevant to the Puppeh situation, so I'm not sure what she's talking about. Like, I don't know if there's an allegation or something I missed. Yeah, that's another good point too. It did take almost a year. So let's read this. To whom it may concern, please be advised that our firm has been retained by Cinnpie. Her actual name is Cinnamon? Wow, I did not know that. Okay, that's interesting. That's cool. She's known in the gaming community as Cinnpie. Our firm was retained because Ms. Dunson observed a series of unwarranted and defamatory attacks against her character and reputation made by various commentators online. what? Comments posted online that attacked her moral character and accused her of illicit criminal behavior, hurtful, baseless, and defamatory. That's a very interesting buzzword. Without foundation in fact. I mean, I guess it is he said, she said, which sucks because it has to come down to that when you talk about things like this. Accusations have damaged her reputation and adversely affected her life. These comments must cease and desist immediately. Please note, it's been a year. When was this signed? We'll get to that. However, the comments, blah, 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 this letter puts all notice that there should be no comments or else, or we will have no choice but to recommend that our client pursue all legal actions, including filing a lawsuit to protect our interests. We will pursue both monetary damages and attorney's fees, just rubbed my eye, and costs incurred by our client as a result of this legal action. So like her not being able to compete, her not being able to stream, money she lost from streaming, content creation, everything that she lost from not being able to be Cinnpie because of these allegations. So they want...
Maybe she shouldn't have done anything with a 14-year-old child at a competition. Yeah. Just my thing.
Well, nothing...
Or ever.
Okay. The only thing on camera is just them being really friendly, which can just be chalked up to that in a courtroom.
I'm sorry.
All right, listen. Cinnpie, I don't know what that was. So, are we all getting sued? What's up, Quincy?